Hi everyone, welcome. Thank you for joining me and thank you chat managers for your help. I appreciate it. If you like the channel, please subscribe and also tap on the notification bell. A thumbs up would help me a lot as well. Well, the past few days, basically, Trump has been I feel what he's doing is not out of ignorance. That's the way he knows how to defend himself. And he's not willing to, well, it's out of ignorance, but that's what he knows. That's how he has lived his life. And so far, he has not suffered the consequences for anything he has done. So that's why a lot of people are baffled by some of the stuff that Trump is doing. Not only him, but his lawyers are going on TV basically admitting and digging the hole deeper for him and also incriminating themselves, the lawyers as well, making attorneys get attorneys, MAGA. Somebody posted that on the comment board as well. I thought that was funny. You know, and remember guys, I remember I told you Ray and Garland were laughing at him behind the scenes. Yeah. They know and they are paying attention to everything Trump says and they record them. They're going to use them as evidence against Trump. There is no doubt about it. Okay. But Trump has no idea. So he thinks that, you know, well, remember once he was talking about if he complains and whine enough, people will get tired of him and they'll walk away. He has no idea. He's never faced a foe like DOJ. He's going to find out. Can you believe this guy is at 74, 75? When you should be enjoying your life, mostly if you are as well off as this guy is. You don't need that much money to enjoy your life at that age. You know, he can travel every day and buy toys and do nice things for himself with his family or whatever makes him happy. Unfortunately for him, fortunately for us, because we're gonna need him. We're gonna need to set an example on him. He's going to be enjoying that time behind bars. Because when I focus on Garden, I know a lot of people are saying, well, experts, lawyers, and, you know, I feel they are right and with their analogies. Exactly, Jackie. Jackie says at 75, one should be chilling. I agree completely. You know, those lawyers, they know what they are talking about. They're saying that Garland can go either way. And there is another lady I saw, I don't know her name, and I don't see her on TV often anymore. But she was making a case yesterday. If those documents, that if that's all they're going to accuse Trump of taking, it's going to be a headache. I don't think so. I feel like, well, as I'm saying, as I said, I don't think so. I was just shown a poll I saw this morning. The majority of Americans want the investigation to continue. And, oh boy, I just heard thunder. It scared me. They want the investigation to continue. And Trump should face the consequences of his actions. I feel like saying that's where Garland is going to go. The notion that, and you know something, as I'm saying this, I'm being shown two things. When he said, please forgive me if I can't, repeat it word for word, something, you know, he's going to prosecute Trump or anybody without favor or fee, without fee or favor, something like that. He meant it. And also, the second thing I was being shown is the document that DOJ released the day before yesterday, telling the judge why they feel Trump should not get a master of ceremony to usher his stolen goods. You know what I mean? Okay. The way DOJ presented its case in that document, somebody was saying, a lawyer said Garland would never have said that if he was not going to indict Trump, besides the search warrant documents. And intuitively, I feel like saying those two plus. There is an energy around Trump that's lurking, and that's annoying people like Garland and Ray, among a whole bunch of other people. I don't even know who they are, but I can pick up the energy. They are so angry with Trump, with his arrogance. They are fed up. And let me tell you guys, intuitively I feel like saying even people in his base, people who served in the military, people who, really believe, yes, they like Trump, they would like for him to be president again for whatever stupid reason. I have no clue why anyone would want this bouffon to be president again. But they are getting more question marks on their minds as to what's wrong with him, what's wrong with Trump, that is. He is eroding his own base. He's lying every day, trying to, throwing a whole bunch of stuff at the wall to see what's sticking. Nothing is sticking, but, so far. He's digging the hole deeper for himself. It's not only us who thinks he's stupid, except for those who, in his base, who are as stupid as he is, would stick with him. But those who are thinking for themselves, but, thought or was hoping or put their party over country, are beginning to wonder, and they are looking for others to, they don't want Trump anymore, or at least it's going to come, I feel, my prediction is, in the not too distant future, we're going to start seeing Trump support crumbling among Republicans, because some of the stuff that are coming out, when I focus on those people, the majority of them, they are what they are saying to themselves. He can't be the only one who's always right. He's always complaining. Someone is always after him. They are getting tired of it. And that's what's going to cause a lot of people to flee the Trump base, or whatever they want to call themselves, the MAGA movement, and embrace someone else. And as I'm saying this, before I came on, I was reading an article describing how some Americans are open to embrace somebody like Trump and DeSantis, somebody the same mold as Trump, but not as dumb or not prone, so inclined to commit crime, not a criminal, but they will go for DeSantis, who's using whatever power he has, like he's doing in Florida. Somebody got elected, I'm sure pretty soon he's going to be removing assemblymen, senators, state assembly people. He's going to do that too. I wouldn't be surprised. But the writer was saying it seems like Americans are ready for someone like that, with authoritarian tendencies. The reason why I'm bringing this up is not only, I'm sure a lot of you are interested in what's going to happen to DeSantis. There is one thing Chris is saying, I'm not sure. I don't feel that's the right approach to fight DeSantis. He's saying that DeSantis, he's running with love or something like that. Yeah, but that's things people like myself we say to people, who support us, or you do a reading for somebody or something, But when you're a politician and you go against someone like DeSantis, you can't use the approach, with love. No, you can have a velour gloves on, but underneath it you have steel, or brass knuckles, because to get to dethrone DeSantis is going to take a lot of work. And I'm just hoping Chris has it in him, because if he goes after DeSantis, I don't feel this. I briefly looked at DeSantis' chart last night. I don't feel the energy is with him, but Chris is going to have to go really tough on this guy. Chris cannot play with DeSantis. DeSantis is 8 points ahead of Chris. 2 months is a lifetime in politics. I feel Chris can change it, but he's going to have to make a better contrast. Okay, the way DeSantis is going, he's going to have to show to people what DeSantis is doing today. An example, since it's very obvious, he is going removing people who are elected from office, to office, and you're saying, they're not good enough or they're not carrying your policies. What Chris is going to have to show that this is a democracy. These people were voted into office. You guys know what I mean. So he's going to have to make a clear contrast between himself, DeSantis, and then chip away at DeSantis. I don't see him doing it yet. I hope he does it soon, because if he doesn't, he's going to lose. I feel he still has an amazing chance to bury DeSantis, but he's got to fight for it. Otherwise, DeSantis is going to cruise. He's attacking Biden now on something else. I don't recall exactly what he's doing, but he's trying everything. What he's doing is whatever his base likes, just like Trump is doing. And that guy, Masters in Arizona, right now they are scrubbing off everything about Trump off of their website, but DeSantis is still embracing Trump. And Chris has to make open, people's eyes to DeSantis' shortcomings. If he were to become governor again, it's going to get worse. And if he were to become president, it would even be worse for this country. I don't feel it's. I don't. Never mind how Chris and DeSantis are fighting, for the governorship. But being president, I don't think he's going to make it, because I know on the national level, a lot of people are going to take him on, and already he has a label which I don't feel bode well for anyone, that of acting like a dictator. I don't feel that's going to work for anyone when you run for president of this country. There is a minority who would want that, an urban type, and that's what DeSantis is, an urban type. And Urban, the guy from Hungary, okay, that type of president. And believe me, if DeSantis were to become president, he's going to finish what Trump started. I'll tell you guys right now, because that's how arrogant he is. He's stupid too. He thinks he's smart. He went to Harvard. But I see nasty things coming for him as well. So good luck to him. But Chris has to step up in order for Chris to win this situation. Otherwise, Chris is in trouble. Terry Morgan is asking, Milu, did Graham and McCarthy know Trump has those documents at Mar-a-Lago? Did Trump show them? I don't feel, yes, okay. We are the last ones to find out what's been going on behind the scenes between Trump, the National Archive, and his people in Congress. They know, and I've said this a long time ago, nothing is happening in a vacuum. These guys were fully aware of the fight between Trump and Nara. Okay? Don't let them fool you. They simply didn't want to say anything about it. They don't want to cross Trump. That's the problem. And it doesn't matter what happens to the security of this country. They've been quiet the past couple of days, according to reports, and I have not seen too many of them go on TV. Every once in a while, one of them will try to minimize the level of danger, the level of risk that Trump has put this country. But they all know, okay? Guys, I've been saying this for a very long time. I've said this, and I've said it a number of times. People around Trump have been reporting him since he was in the White House. Right now, I never thought about that. What is happening right now is just proving what I've been saying for a while. There are, patriots working around him. They don't want to put this country at risk. Yes, they like Trump for whatever reason. Okay, but they're not into putting this country at risk, and that's why, or any other thing that he does that is not to their liking. They've been reporting to Congress. Those same people as well. They have connections, and some of them worked in Congress or throughout the government, so they know people. Guys, we are we are not part of the inner circle. We don't know. But people in Washington, D.C., you know what? I would love to talk to somebody in the inner circle of D.C. to see some of the things that I get, to ask him, am I nuts? But I've been saying for a long time, people around Trump were riding on him, and that's what's continuing, or has been continuing. Has been going on at Mar-a-Lago. It's not only human intelligence. There's a lot more going on, and it's because of what people in Congress, what they were aware of. But also, that's, I don't know how this is done, but Biden has known before he even entered the White House. He's been briefed. The people know Biden. People in government know Biden. They've been telling him things about Trump, for a while, for a long time. But after he became president, nominated, not nominated, but won the presidency, okay? He has gotten a whole bunch of information of what's been going on behind the scene, not only from briefing from government officials. Okay, that's why Biden, if we remember, he was pretty cool about all the shenanigans, stupidity Trump was pulling behind the scenes. Like, he wasn't getting briefed, he was not getting, people, he didn't have staff, all those things that were going on behind the scenes. Biden didn't pay any attention to all of those. It's because Biden knows how this works. One thing Biden knew for sure was Trump was going to have to vacate the White House. He had no choice. That's number one. Number two, he's so well connected in Washington, D.C. He knew everything. That's why on day one, when Biden got at 12:01, okay, that's when he became president, right? probably one of the first things he did was yank Trump's ability to view our top secret, how do you call that? Your ability to see top secret documents. I don't remember how they call it, but you guys know what I mean. That's why he did that. First of all, there are things Biden knows about Trump, his activities, okay, while he was president. Biden knows the communication between Trump and Putin. Good luck to Trump if he thinks that nobody knows. That's how stupid it is. And by the way, I'm going to do a little gossiping as I'm at it. The guy who who documented the last days of Trump, or however the documentary that they had not too long ago. I forget the name of the channel that they had it on. I subscribed and I watched it. I subscribed just because of that, so I could watch that documentary. That English filmmaker or videographer, whatever they call them today, he said, it's on there's an article about it. He was interviewed, I don't remember by whom, but it's on MSM. He was describing, and I told you guys that's why I'm repeating it, how the Trump kids, basically, how they were enjoying the power and the perks that comes with the President of the United States and his family, and some of the things that they used to do. And also he was saying how stupid and ignorant. Well, he specifically mentioned Don Jr. He went to wherever his mom was born at. I don't remember exactly which country in Eastern Europe. Okay. And he was talking about communism and socialism and all that stuff. He didn't want he thought that it exists in this country and it had to be stopped. And the guy was laughing at him. There's no comparison between what we have here and what they have where his mom was born. So that's how ignorant these people are, but we're not surprised. But I thought I would do a little bit of gossiping and mention it. Okay? But I was right when I used to tell you guys, the Trump family thought, this isn't, I remember distinctly I said, they behave as if the White House is one of their properties. I remember I said that. Please, some of you have been watching me for a while. You can tell me if you remember. I said it. And that's exactly what this guy was saying. But everyone in Capitol, not everyone, but a lot of Republicans in Capitol Hill are fully aware of the fight between Nara and Trump, all the shenanigans. Even if they did not know all of it, they know. And let me tell you something, guys. Graham golfs with Trump all the time. And do you remember yesterday that woman, Haba, one of Trump's lawyers, stick her foot into her mouth again? She said Trump gets a lot of visitors and he takes them to his office where those top secret documents were being held. Okay? So you don't think Trump told Graham? Of course he has. Graham knows. They just don't want to cross Trump. Their career, they put it, above all. The party, they have no choice. They have to put the party first. And then their careers. Okay? He's not going to cross Trump. Enough people know about it. Why should he be the first one who stick his neck out? That's the problem with those Republicans, intuitively, I feel like saying. None of them will stick their neck out and take Trump on, except for Liz Cheney and I can never pronounce his name, but you guys know who I'm talking about. I wanted to just have to take my time and read his name. But except for those two, the others are too selfish or too coward, too much of a, are too scared to take on Trump. Okay? So, they know. Sam Press says Pat Cipollone and Pat Philbin to appear before grand jury tomorrow. Yep, I heard about that. And that ought to give Trump major diarrhea. Because those guys, as we know, they know everything. Thank you, Catherine, for remembering. Catherine says, yes, you said that, Milo. They think that they own anything and everything. Yep. Thank you. Stanley Coates says, my husband said Trump will turn the White House into a piggy bank. Yeah, you're right. He's right. Okay, one person had, I have a couple of questions. Oh my God, I thought I opened this. But, I feel at the end of the day, Republicans will end up regretting they ever supported Trump. There's going to be a major price these people are going to pay some people are already, we're seeing sign of that already. I believe his name, that guy from Arizona. Okay, I just mentioned his name a little while ago, and Masters something. The way they are going around about scrubbing any reference to Trump and women reproduction rights. Yeah. There's one thing I wrote it down so I wouldn't forget. His name is Gordon Chen. He's an expert on Asian affairs, and he's a very smart guy. I disagree with him. I don't know how many of you have. He tweeted something yesterday or the day before yesterday that we should pray that China doesn't attack America in the next couple of days. I don't think so. And he's saying that our military is not ready to fight China. And I've said clearly here before, but I did not know why I said it. We would win. No one wants this. Believe me, I don't want us to go, to war with China or even Russia. But he said that our military is not ready. I don't think he knows what he's talking about. I don't know what I'm talking about either, but intuitively speaking, a war with China is not going to be fought the same way we would fight a war in Afghanistan or someplace else. I'm not a military expert, but let me put it to you this way. Look at how the Ukrainians are decimating the Russian military. Yeah, I know the Chinese military is completely different. Okay, but the reason why I said that, I am saying that our military planners and commanders have very flexible minds, and they design or they plan for each potential adversaries that we have. Our approach to fighting these people will be different. It's not like Russia. They went to Syria, they decimated, all the buildings and stuff like that, and then they think, that's what they're trying they tried in Ukraine. and according to reports I read it yesterday, probably by the end of this year, they'll be running out of ammunition and weapons and all kinds of stuff. For some reason, I feel like saying some people knew. Okay? So I respect Gordon Chen's intellect, his ability to analyze situations. I disagree with him. I hope I'm not proven right because I don't want our country to go to war. But I think he's wrong. If you read it, don't get scared. It's baloney. Sorry. Okay. So one second. Someone else asked me a question. Okay. Someone else asked me, have we protected ourselves against our enemies? I feel like saying to the best of our abilities, like I was saying, people at the Pentagon, we can't afford to have rigid people. I'm sure there are some rigid people at the Pentagon because it's a mixture of everything, everybody. Okay? But when I focus on the energy of people at the Pentagon, they want to remain flexible, agile, and quick. Lightning strikes. I don't know what I'm talking about, but intuitively, that's what I feel like saying. So, remember, it's on video. Okay? So, when it comes to that, yes, our planners and people who are protecting our country, and that's why Trump is going to get into deep trouble. Okay? They know what they're doing. Nobody's perfect. We are human. But they've done the best job they can. Okay? All right. Let me see if you guys have questions. Marilyn H says, Milu Lindsey Graham is a strange little man. Lawrence O'Donnell said he doesn't have anything except his Senate seat. That's true, except his Senate seat. That's true. He also said he had no dog either. I've been missing Lawrence's, the beginning of Lawrence's shows the past week, in fact, because, the past few weeks, around 9:30, 10 o'clock, I get so tired. I just, shower and head for bed. So when, I don't remember the name of the Meadow, at the end of the Meadow hour into Lawrence's hour, I'm getting ready, brushing my teeth and shower, so I missed that. That sounds so true, and it sounds like something Lawrence would say. Oh my God. Thank you, Joel Tilson. Joel Tilson says, our military is 100% ready. Retired Air Force, 1971. Wow, to 1991. Thank you for your service, Joel. Amazing, yes. Well, I've never been in the military. I have some people. My brother-in-law is still in the military, my nephews and stuff. But I've never had the honor. And I'm sure, but intuitively, I feel like saying, and something else? If China did not know, they know we are ready. They probably don't know everything. But if China sensed, or she, I should say, sensed weaknesses or enough weaknesses that he would win if they attacked us. Oh yeah. Or not attack us, but they would take Taiwan. Okay. It's because they know, they are looking at what's going on. I mean, guys, Russia, or I should say the Putin's war, okay, should not have lasted that long. If I mean, there are a lot of things that are, working against Putin. But Ukraine was not on a war footing. Putin has been planning this for over a year. He should have basically walked into Ukraine and topple the government and take over. That's how inept Putin is. And to really, that's what I feel like saying. Because, Hogarth, we collaborated the other day, and he was talking about how, if you are going to do something like Putin did, you should plan. But these people, just like Trump, they're so selfish, self-centered, and ignorant. Everything starts from them, what they want, and they don't care about other analysis and how things may turn out. And that's what's killing Trump right now. Trump has it better than Putin because, believe me, and Trump's mind is as bad as what Putin is going through. It's, for Trump, his ego is about to disappear because it's going to be, his body is going to be taken over by our prison system. Putin is going to go to the courtyard in Russia. You guys know, I've mentioned that place a number of times, but yeah, they don't think. Everything is about them. And yes, I still feel Putin is going to pay the ultimate price for what he's doing in Ukraine. And can you imagine, I'm saying this. China is looking because they're trying to figure out, given that Ukraine wasn't on a war footing. Yes, they've been fighting with Russia for a long time on the east or south of the country, but they were not really ready and waiting for Russia the way they should have. And the way the Ukrainians were able to ramp up with the help of the West, unless someone is really, really stupid, otherwise you're going to think twice about repeating what Putin has done. That's my prediction. They can't fight. Yes, they have a lot of fancy, nice toys, and China, and they have copied and stole all of as much as they possibly can about our technology when it comes to, everything from economy to airplanes, military, anything. They've copied everything. Okay, but I don't see them even in the future. China is going to have a very hard time if they are ever able to move us from our position of leadership in the world. What my prediction is about this, the same way we are watching countries like Ukraine and other satellite countries around Russia, they want to join the West. They want to progress. Okay? That's what's going to take down that stupid communist, socialist, whatever it is they want to call it. Okay? Countries are not going to want to be associated with these people, not like they want to. Like right now, Russia is having some kind of a military exercise. India is there, China, and a couple of other countries. Intuitively, you know what I feel like saying? Big deal. Do you remember how Biden put it to? You guys can understand what I mean. That's what I want to say, but I can't say it. The way what Biden said to Obama after Obama had the health care or Obamacare passed. Well, that's what I want to say about that military exercise that's taking place in Russia right now. It's all about fooling people, BSing people. That's it. Nothing more. So I'm just laughing at them. Okay? That's my prediction, friends. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining me. And thank you, chat managers, for your help. If anyone would like a reading from me, the link to my website is below the video, psychicmilo.com. Or you can call me from my YouTube number or send me an email at psychicmilo@aol.com. We can negotiate a time that's good for both of us to talk. Again, thank you. Please give me a thumbs up. I would appreciate it. I will see you all tomorrow, same time. Lethal Strand says the minute Russia want Ukraine. Oh, the minute Russia went for Ukraine, the best thing the U.S. could have done is sent thoughts and prayers. We would have a hard time and a fight with them. Ukraine had no chance, and we wasted money. I don't agree with that. Well, look at what's happening. We don't want to fight Russia because, well, I'm not even going to argue that. It would turn into a nuclear war, and who wants that? We didn't offer thoughts and prayers. We share our advanced weapons, among other things. So, sorry, Lethal Strand. All right, I will see you all tomorrow. Till then, bye.